Today we'll see the color adjustment in Adobe Photoshop, right? The next best feature of Photoshop or best function of Photoshop, how we can adjust colors of the photos, alright? So how we can do that? You will go to image and adjustment, and from here you can adjust each and every color for photo, alright? We have some brightness, contrast, we have some saturation, vibrance, we have some effects also. For the safest side, what I will do, I will just copy it, press Ctrl J, okay, just do it duplication. Now, if you don't know anything and you are a beginner, you can do also one thing. You can just click here. We have some auto option as well for the beginners, right? Or if you don't have time, you want to adjust the tone and contrast and color, you can just click here, auto tone. So by using artificial intelligence, Photoshop will adjust for you automatically. Same auto contrast you can do with that picture, and you can auto color as well. Why you cannot see the major difference? Because this picture is already adjusted by a photographer, because we have downloaded from the website. Let's check this one. Maybe it has like more look at here. Now it's changing auto tone. You can also go auto contrast and also go for auto color like this. Now you can see the difference. So because these pictures are already adjusted, so we have downloaded, but you can use these options also from here, right? Auto options. But if if you agree with the changes, you like it, you can go it, just save it and post on your social media or other website. If not, then you can do it manually. So how we can do manually adjustments? So for example, this picture I want to adjust manually. What I will do, go to image and adjustment. First, this 4 option, this first section we use to adjust light in our image. First we have brightness and contrast. When you click here, so you can adjust brightness, alright, it will just add light in your pixels, and also contrast you can add like this. So what the results you like, you can go with it if you are satisfied with the result. Or if you don't want this one, you can go also for auto. So Photoshop will do auto correction for you. If you like it, you can go with it. Otherwise, you can do it manually as well. Alright. So this is first option you can do also. We'll go to next, the first image we do have. So I will do Ctrl J to copy this image. Then I'll go image and adjustment. Alright. Then brightness and contrast. So here you have this brightness. I will increase little bit brightness from here, and contrast if you want, you can adjust little bit. Alright. I would suggest you do not change a lot. Alright. Keep real picture. Alright. Just adjust light and some color balance, some contrast, shadow, highlights, and some saturation. That's it. So your picture should look real and original. Alright. If you will like visit any social media, the people are doing a lot of changes. Your picture will look cartoonist, right? And it will not look real. So don't do a lot of changes. Just keep them original and neat and clean as well. Okay. So if you like it auto, you can do auto also adjustment and then press OK. So this method is called direct editing method, alright, or destructive method, because you are directly editing your image. If you don't want to edit directly, so go here. So you can take also adjustment layer from here, right? So from here in layer panel, go to down, and here you have one option which is called add new adjustment layer. So from here I will add this brightness contrast. If you click here, then an additional layer will be added, right? And along with the mask, we will study mask later in detail. But for now, you can click on this layer, then you can adjust brightness and contrast from here. This method is called non-destructive method, alright, or indirect method, because your blow layer is safe. So anytime you can hide it, right? And also you can blend it with the down layer. If you want to blend this top layer with the down, you can also use blending modes, alright. So you can blend also with the down layer, alright. If you want to delete, you can also delete it, alright, like this. And the other benefit of using adjustment layer, we can use in other softwares also this setting. Adobe Premiere, After Effects, we can export, we can use also in other softwares. Okay, so brightness, contrast. Next adjustment we have levels. Levels is also used to adjust light in your image. So here we have sliders. You can drag it from right side to left side. It will make more brighter, and you can also drag from left to right. It will make more darker, right? So you can just from the little slider you can adjust. So we have highlight, midtones, shadows. So both you can adjust in your image if you want to adjust, so it will adjust. And here we have channels. We have RGB, means all colors. All right, you can just check from here. If you want to change with the red channel you want to work, you can adjust the red as well. You can, if you want to work with green, you can adjust the shadows and highlights and midtones of the green color. All right, so you can adjust like this as well if you want to adjust. If you want to do auto, you can press auto as well from here. So levels you can also use. I use levels to add more contrast in my image. Next I have adjustment and curves that we used a lot, and it will show you also the darker and lighter pixels in your image. So from the mid you can just change it little bit, so it will just brighter your pixels. When you drag upward, when you drag downward, it will make darker, right? So you can have any setting from here. Channels RGB, all colors. If you click red, so you can work on red. Even you can add node on this curve. If you click here, you can add node as well, and you can just make changes as well, like this and like this as well if you want to do. If you want to delete any node, so select this one and just delete from here, and here you can just delete with the delete keyboard key from the keyboard. All right, you can also go with the green color. You can adjust green color same. So you can choose any color in levels, also in curves as well. Most people are using S curve like this. They are making S curves for adjusting light in their image. So you can also use if you are agree with this or you're satisfied the result. I'll click OK after done. So till now we have just adjusted from this to this. All right, what else we can do? So I'll go with the next image. Like I have this image. In this image I will go adjustment, and next we have exposure. Okay, I guess the exposure in this image is like more than I want. So just go to exposure and decrease little bit like this. And you can offset little bit, you can increase gamma correction, you can little bit, you can just increase it like this. So if you are happy with the results, you can go with it. All right, just click OK. So you have corrected. Same, there are shortcut keys as well. You can use Ctrl L for levels, Ctrl M for curve. I'll go for Ctrl L, and I will increase little bit light. Yes, now I'm happy with the result. Just click OK. So if you want to revert the changes which you have done, just go to File and just go to Revert from here. So it will revert the changes you have done. All right, not big difference we have done. All right, so from here you can take adjustment layer, as I told you before. From here you have curves, and adjustment layer will be given to you. This one is the safest side. All right, anytime you can change also. For example, if you have done from here, so you can do before and after what you are doing actually like this. If you want to add anytime, double click and you can add anytime like this, right? Like this. When you will study mask, also we have mask function here. We will see how we can control with the mask as well. If you want to delete mask, you can just simply delete from here. Now you have only the adjustment layer and go on with that only. All right. Okay, again what we have. So this was all about the light in your image. Okay, you can adjust light in your image by using this all four options. Then we can play with the colors by this next section. We have vibrance, hue, saturation, color balance. We'll see how we can work. First of all, we have vibrance and saturation. So people say vibrance, so you can make more vibrant your image. All right, I say it's a smart saturation. All right, smart saturation means it will increase saturation only of the pixels which are less saturated. I prefer to use vibrance instead of saturation. All right, So you can use also this one if you want to use. If you will use saturation, what it will do, it will increase the saturation of all pixels, right? So it's your own choice if you want to work with this, but I would suggest you go with the Vibrance one. All right, so it will increase only which are less saturated pixels. So go with this. All right, I think it's look more saturated now. Same here with this image, we have image adjustment and vibrance and this one. Next we have hue and saturation. I like this one. You can use this hue to replace color with another color like this. You can just change the color effects if you want to change it. Just you can replace the one color with another color. Saturation we have already studied. You can just increase saturation from here. Desaturation or means no saturation means black and white. Alright, saturation means more sweet, more color, right? No saturation means no sweet, no color. Alright, so when you say desaturated or no saturation means no color in your image. And also you can control lightness and the darkness of your image. You can make all image white and you can make all image black as well. So where it's useful, I will just, for example, in this image, I have this lady. So I will extract it from the background. We know that. Let's go to select and click on subject. So it will make selection for that lady. So I will extract it and I will show you how we can use hue and saturation to make different effect. So it will make a selection for that image. Then I will press this bag are not added. So no problem, I will use here quick selection tool and add shift sign to add this selection like this. Alright, I think now it looks fine. So I will press Ctrl J from the keyboard, so it will create copy for me. Right, so what I want to do, again Ctrl J I will press. So now I have this two layers. So one layer I will make it hue and saturation. I will go image and adjustment, hue and saturation from here. What I want to do, I will make it all black look, right? So I made it all black. What I want to do, I want to create a shadow, for example. So you can use to create shadow as well. I will move little bit here and then you can reduce opacity from here, look, right? And you can just make it up. So now you can see you have created another copy of that. So you can use also hue and saturation like this, and also right click or edit and Ctrl T you can use. Then you can play with the perspective, scale, distort, anything you want to do like this you can do also. You can play with it if you want to play to create something amazing effects, alright, with this layer, alright. Alright, next what we can do with hue and saturation, you can also select this one. I will delete this, no needed. If you want to change the color of eyes, for example, so you just make a selection on the eyes like this, then press Ctrl U for hue and saturation, and you can just change the eye color. Look at there, like this. Now you have just remember this value, and same value you can put another eye. Okay, make sure you have used the right selection tool. So select the right pixels, for example, like this, and then Ctrl U. And yes, if you remember, we have used 57 plus. So you can type also here plus 57 and okay, so same value you got it. So sometime you can also use this one hue and saturation to change the color. Same if you want to select the color for the lipstick, you can also select like this, but you have to make a selection. I'm just giving you example. Alright, look at there. You can just change if you want to change any color of the object. Even if you want to change color of the shirt, you have to make a selection on the shirt like this, like okay. Then Ctrl U and you can also change it. Look, right? Look. So hue and saturation is very important one. Alright, you can play with it and you can do it. Okay. So I'll press OK if you want to change, but make sure you haven't selected the hands and other things. Okay, be accurate. I will do undo. So what option we have next? So I'll go image and adjustment. Then we have color balance. This is also very important command. You can balance the color in your image. If you want to add more cyan to your image, you can add it. If you want more red, you can add it more red as well. So you can balance from here. and you can play with this tone balance. If you want to work with the shadows, you can just work on shadows like this. Midtones you want to work, you can work with the midtones, and highlights as well. Look at there, right? It will work on, and it's amazing. So before it was like this, and little changes you have done. All right, so nobody will post like direct photos like you have taken from mobile or the camera and you are directly post it. Nobody will do like this. Everybody will add it in, edit in Photoshop. All right, you can make more attractive image. All right, next what we have, next we have so color balance you can do, and you can create actually amazing effect. Look, you can just change it, you can play with it, shadows. For example, I go this image. All right, I want to play with this image. Go to image, select this one, image adjustment and color balance, and just play with this. Add more blue and this magenta. This one, look at here, right? So you can just play with it, and you can create different effect. All right, from here. All right, so it's your own choice to how you can change your image appearance. Next we have black and white. Yes, I do use this option a lot. So it will make your picture black and white. If you want to, if you want to make your design more attractive, make it black and white. I will select this image, then go to image and adjustment and black and white. So it will convert your image into black and white. All right. So why these colors are here? These colors are used to adjust darkness and brightness of these specific colors. For example, in this color, if this picture has a red color, you can adjust its brightness and darkness. Right, the red, wherever is the red color, so it will adjust the darkness and brightness. Same yellow color you can adjust, and you can play with it, and you can adjust as per your required setting. Look at here. And you can also add tint. You can choose any of the effect from here, any of the color from here like this, and you can also change it like from here as well. You can change. All right. So I will not add tint. I want a black and white like this, and click OK. Now if you want one more adjustment layer, I will take solid color from here, and I will take this solid color and just drag it down. Now look, you have changed the color. Right, so we have done black and white, and we have just changed background, and many attractive banners are nowadays, they are using black and white images. All right, next what we have, we'll see, go to image adjustment. Next we have photo filter. You can also add filter on your image. That's it, nothing else. Here we have a lot of photo filters like this. You can use these presets if you want to use. I think it looks very nice. You can also increase or decrease density of the colors. Look at. So by doing little changes, you can change overall appearance of your photo. So if you are happy with this, you can click OK. As I told you, these from, if you will choose from here, these are direct method. All right, or destructive method. I would suggest you to choose from here. So from here, same, you can also take photo filter. It will give you here separate layer, and from here you can also choose, and you can increase the intensity as well. So benefit, anytime you can hide and show this layer effect. Okay, next what we have, I will select image and adjustment. Next you have okay, these all option we use in this section. Next we have invert. If you want to do invert like before we were using black and white, you can also use this one if you wanted to. Otherwise, go to next, and then we have posterize. So you can convert also your photo like a poster look. All right, so if you want to make your design something creative, so you can just make it posterize to add some dramatic effect in your image. All right, or some artistic effect. For example, select this one, then go to image and adjustment and posterize. Look at it. Look, it looks very nice, right? So it just okay. Now you have someone will think you have put some effort, right? You have did some changes, or you put some time to create this ad. Okay, so posterize. So you can also posterize your image. Next we have next effect. We'll see what we can do. Posterize, we have done it. Then image adjustment, and next we have threshold. You can use this one also to show black and white, only black and white color. some artists use this one also. Some they are making some with some artwork they are doing, they are using this one to make some artwork. Otherwise, if you like, you can go with it as well. Then image adjustment, yeah. Next, which I use is selective color. Yes, this is I like a lot. I will revert this picture. I will go and revert how I open. This is original image. I'll go image, and here I will use selective color. This is most used one. I will use from here some preset I have here. You can use custom, and you can load if you have in your computer. I think here we don't have selective color presets. So go to here and just choose green color, because I want to play with the green color. So you can just play with it. You can increase, look from here, all right. From here you can just add some yellow to it and also some brightness, and look at here, you only played with green color. Same here, cyan we have, you can also play with the cyan like this. You can add, and you can just add other colors combination as well, and press OK. All right. Same in this other image, for example this image, I want to play with the yellow. Only image adjustment and selective color, and choose with the yellow, and you can just play with it. Look, all right. So it will change only the yellow color appearance. So you can use also the select color. Next, image adjustment. Next, which we use shadow and highlights. You can also use to increase shadows in your image and also highlights like this. All right. And next, last we use which one is desaturation. So you can also, this one desaturate means black and white. All right. So if you want shortcut key to desaturate, just only use this one, Shift Control U to desaturate image. All right, it's a shortcut key to desaturate images. So that's how you can use this image and adjustment to change the appearance of your image and make them more attractive and engaging. All right. I would suggest you to use this adjustment layer so that your original content will remain same. So because one also disadvantage, if you have used this one, now I cannot go back, right? I cannot adjust it because I have done, and it's directly I have done editing direct, right? I cannot undo it. Even if this was the this was adjustment layer, I have deleted. Now I cannot undo. But if you have this one adjustment layer, anytime you can switch on and out. If you have adjustment layer, if you have used, so anytime you can go and you can adjust that one. So I would suggest you to use this adjustment layer from here. All right. So that's how you can adjust colors. Next, one filter you can also use if you don't want to go here and you don't want to go here. We have one filter which is called camera raw filter. All right. So we will adjust also with camera raw filter. Go to filter. Here we have one option, camera raw filter. This filter is used to edit raw photos. Actually, this filter has been designed for raw photos, but you can also edit JPEG images as well. And it will give you all in one, all option in at one place. So we have here basic correction, we have color mixture, and we have optics, and we have geometry. All these options you can get at one place. And you can also see live preview. For example, shadows you can adjust by dragging this histogram, and from here exposure you can adjust, and from highlights you can just drag left and right like this. And if you click auto, so it will do automatic adjustment of your image. Many times I use this one. You can do also black and white from here, all right, from camera raw filter. If you don't like auto, just go basics, and from here, look, you can adjust temperature, you can adjust tint from here, you can adjust exposure like this, you can adjust highlight and shadows, white, black, texture. If your image is not clear, you can just add little bit clarity, vibrance you can add, look at here, saturation if you want to add, you can add, and most important, we have curves also here. You can adjust curve setting from here, even each and every color you can adjust like we have seen in adjustment before like this. All right, just select each and every color, you can just play with them. Then you have also detail. In detail, if your picture has a noise, you can just remove noise from your image as well. Then color mixture, I like it. So you can play with the luminance, saturation and hue. You can control, if you want to control saturation of each color like green, you can just control saturation of green. Look, many orange tone image they are creating like this, just mute the green color, and you can just go luminous and you can control little bit also like this. So you can change overall, and if you look here, look, you have changed more green. Same luminous, brightness, you can also control of each color. Look at here. I use this feature a lot, color mixture, so you can go and try it. Then we use effects. Some effects we have here. You can add a vignette effect from here like this if you want to add. Okay, you can add this effect as well. The best thing in camera raw filter, you have before and after. Click here, you have before and after. Look. Also, if you click here, you can also switch before and after. That was before and after. You can also split like this and click here, so it will split. If you are happy with the result, click OK and it will apply. And it will save the last setting which you have used, the most important and most quick way to edit. So for example, if I will go to next image, for example this image, and you want to apply the last setting you have done, go to filter and camera raw filter. Look, the last changes you have done in camera raw filter will be applied. So this is all about image adjustment, adjustment layers and camera raw filter. Now you can adjust the color of any image and in Photoshop.